The Galactic Council had known humanity for 7 years, 3 months, and 14 days. In that time, humans had proved themselves strange but pleasant. They smiled too often, laughed at things no other species found funny, and somehow befriended races everyone else considered dull. Ambassador Jake Morrison stood in the Grand Council chamber aboard Station Kepler 442. His smile was relaxed as he discussed trade routes with the Velcran envoy, tall crystalline beings who never understood human humor, but admired how relentlessly humans kept their promises. Humans, the Council had learned, were rarely formal when they could be informal, rarely tense when they could relax. Or so everyone believed. Counselor Thexvar of the ancient Zintian collective watched from his observation pod. Across centuries he had seen species rise and fall, and he had filed humanity away under harmless. No armor, no venom, no psionics. Soft creatures that somehow blundered into spaceflight through stubborn luck alone. The meeting was quiet, routine, boring. Then the alarm screamed. Light exploded across the chamber. Smaller species scattered. Thexvar's pod spun in distress. Velcran bodies flashed frantically, and Jake's smile vanished. Far from the station, on the frontier edge of Council space, Captain Ryan Mitchell commanded the human cruiser Defiant. Patrol duty was dull, the kind that made crews secretly wish for excitement. They would regret wishing. Captain! Lieutenant Amy Chen's always steady voice trembled. Multiple distress beacons. Haven, 7 Colony. They're under attack. Ryan's hands tightened on his chair. By who? Unknown hostiles. 40 ships, she swallowed. They're firing on civilian population centers. He turned to his first officer, Commander Lisa Brady. No words were needed. Something ancient stirred. Something buried in the human brain since prehistory. Her eyes hardened. She nodded once. All hands to battle stations, Ryan said quietly. Spin up the jump drive. We're going in. No one asked about reinforcements. No one mentioned council protocols. Everyone knew what firing on civilians meant. And everyone knew what came next. Back on Kepler 442, Ambassador Jake Morrison was laughing with Pelterin delegate about pizza, flatbread covered in too many ingredients to make sense. Then his communicator chimed, a tone he had hoped he would never hear. His entire demeanor changed in a heartbeat. The easy warmth vanished. His posture straightened. His shoulders squared. He seemed suddenly larger. Ambassador, the Pelterin asked nervously, is something wrong? Jake's eyes were flat now. Cold. Predator still. One of our colony worlds is under attack, he said, voice clipped and precise. Excuse me. He was gone before anyone could reply. Delegates scrambled to get out of his way. Humans had never moved like this before. Focused, purposeful, dangerous. Behind him, the council chamber whispered in fear. I think, Counselor Thexvar said slowly, we may have misjudged the humans. The Defiant dropped out of jump space near Haven 7. The colony was burning. From orbit, entire city blocks were gone. Smoke clawed at the sky. Enemy ships circled the planet like vultures. Krylax raiders, Tactical Officer Ben Parker said tightly. 43 vessels. Civilian casualties already in the thousands. The Krylax, the pirates and slavers the Council called problematic. The Council filed complaints. Wrote stern diplomatic notes. Hoped raiders would someday behave. Humanity had different policies. Lock weapons on all hostile ships, Ryan said. Open tight beam communications. They have 30 seconds to cease fire and withdraw. After that, we consider this an act of war. The reply came quickly. They're laughing at us, Amy whispered. They say one human ship is a threat. Ryan smiled. It wasn't a friendly smile. Tactical, you are weapon-free. Kill them all. The battle that followed would be studied for 50 years. The Defiant's railguns fired first. Tungsten slugs accelerated to fractions of light speed. 3 Krylax ships simply ceased to exist. Then the missile pods opened. Humans love missiles. Missiles learned. Missiles hunted. 240 launched in one ripple. They swarmed like intelligent predators, weaving through point defense fire, finding targets, detonating with newborn suns. In 90 seconds, half the Krylax fleet was gone. The rest tried to run. Too late. 3 more human ships arrived. Swift, relentless hound. Together, they formed a killing box. When the fire ended, 43 Krylax ships had entered the system. 0 remained. Silence fell across the bridge. No survivors detected. Ben said softly. Ryan exhaled. Begin rescue operations. And send command a message. He paused. Tell them this isn't over. 6 hours later, the recordings reached the Galactic Council. The chamber watched in horror. This wasn't war as they understood it. Not controlled escalation. Not polite exchanges. This was clinical annihilation. They killed them all, whispered a delegate. No retreat. No surrender. Nothing left. The doors opened. Ambassador Jake Morrison entered. The friendly smile was gone forever. The Krylax Confederation attacked a civilian human colony, he said. 4,732 dead. 2,116 injured. Schools and hospitals targeted deliberately. The numbers hit like weapons. Thexvar began carefully. While we understand your grief, the force your ships use seems excessive. Council protocols require opportunities for surrender. Proportional response. Council protocols fail to protect our people, Jake said, cutting him off. No one dared reprimand him. Humanity invokes Article 7 of our charter. We are exercising full military autonomy. What does that mean? A Pelterin asked. Jake's eyes were ice. It means we're going hunting. He listed Krylax bases, shipyards, command centers, every target already mapped by human intelligence. Gasps rippled through the chamber. Within a month, he said, they would cease to exist. The chamber erupted. Sanctions, diplomacy, restraint. Everyone shouted at once. Jake spoke softly, and everyone fell silent. You need to understand something. We did not evolve on gentle worlds. Earth is a death world. We smiled and laughed despite it, not because we were harmless. He leaned forward. We are the thing your ancestors ran from the dark. We survived ice ages, extinctions, impact events. We are very good at surviving and better at killing. The Krylax government will survive as a species, he concluded, because we are not monsters. But the Krylax as a threat will end. For the first time in 3 centuries, Counselor Thexvar felt fear. Not political fear. Predator fear.